The film begins with a chilling scene where a Joker informs us that the cartoons on the screen aren't his favorite, but he has seen them everywhere since his childhood. To him, the people in his close surroundings resemble these monsters, and it feels as if they are constantly attempting to attack him. This is the life of Kaisi, a young man struggling with hallucinations whenever he gets stressed. In reality, he works a dead-end job at an arcade. His manager catches him daydreaming and scolds him, warning him that if he doesn't work quickly, he will lose his bonus and be unable to pay back his debts. Kaisi's life is hard. His mother has been in a coma for years, and the medical bills are piling up. He has a crush on a beautiful nurse at the hospital, but he feels too unworthy to confess his feelings because he is broke. One day, his childhood friend approaches him with a get-rich-quick scheme. The friend says he knows someone selling an apartment worth $12 million for only $6 million. He asks Kaisi to mortgage his mother's apartment so they can buy this cheap property and flip it for a huge profit. Kaisi is hesitant because if his mother wakes up, she will be furious, but the pressure of her medical bills forces him to agree. Kaisi signs the documents, but it is a trap. The documents were in English, and his friend tricked him. A few days later, his friend vanishes. Kaisi receives a terrifying call from a mysterious organization. He is taken to a secret location where a man in a suit reveals the truth. His friend ran away with the money, and because Kaisi signed as the guarantor, he now owes a massive debt that would take 30 years of working 4 jobs to repay. However, the mysterious man offers him a way out. He invites Kaisi to board a legendary cruise ship called Destiny. On this ship, a game is played. If Kaisi wins, his entire debt will be forgiven immediately. If he loses, he will become a test subject for horrific genetic experiments. With no other choice, Kaisi says goodbye to the nurse, telling her he is going on a mission, and boards the ship. Kaisi wakes up on the ship surrounded by desperate people from all over the world. They are all injected with something to make them compliant. The rules of the game are revealed. It is a high-stakes version of rock, paper, scissors. Here is how it works. Every player is given 3 stars, which represent their life, and 12 cards, 4 rocks, 4 papers, 4 scissors. They must play against others. The rules: rock breaks scissors, scissors cut paper, and paper covers rock. The goal: to survive, you must use up all 12 of your cards and have at least 3 stars remaining at the end of the 4-hour game. The danger: if you lose all your stars, or if you still have cards left when the time runs out, you are dragged away to the Red Room for torture. The game begins, and chaos erupts. Kaisi is immediately approached by a man who suggests a truce. He proposes they play the same cards in the same order, so that every match ends in a draw. This way, they can both discard their cards safely without losing any stars. Kaisi, being naive, agrees. They play the first round, and it's a draw. But in the final round, the man cheats. He plays a winning card instead of a drawing one, stealing one of Kaisi's stars. Kaisi realizes too late that in this animal world, you cannot trust anyone. Desperate and down to 2 stars, Kaisi spots his traitor friend, the one who caused his debt, on the ship. He beats him up, but realizes they need to work together to survive. They also team up with a chubby man who seems harmless. Now a team of 3, Kaisi uses his math skills to form a strategy. He realizes that most people are playing paper cards early. Kaisi decides they should hoard rock cards to dominate the game later when paper runs out. Their plan works at first. They trick people into playing against them, winning stars and balancing their cards, but the game is constantly changing. The other players realize that rocks are being hoarded, so they start hoarding paper to counter it. The chubby friend panics and tries to betray the team, nearly ruining everything. Kaisi has to constantly adjust his strategy, using psychology to manipulate his opponents. Eventually, they face the final boss of the game, a man who has been cheating by marking the cards. This man shuffles the decks but secretly knows where every card is. He has collected tons of stars and holds all the power. Kaisi challenges him. The cheater thinks he has already won because he marked the cards, but Kaisi is smarter. He noticed the tiny marks on the scissors cards. During the game, Kaisi exposes the cheat, wins the round, and in a moment of pure satisfaction, slaps the cheater across the face for trying to rig the game. As the timer ticks down to 0, the team is in trouble. They have enough stars to save 2 people, but not 3. Kaisi makes a heroic decision. He decides to go to the Red Room, the jail, voluntarily. He gives his stars to his friends, telling them to use the money they won to buy him out of jail before the ship docks. It is a massive risk, but he trusts them. Kaisi is thrown into the dark room, where he meets other losers awaiting their doom. Meanwhile, on the main deck, his friends are celebrating. Greed takes over. The chubby friend convinces Kaisi's childhood friend that they should keep the money and stars for themselves. They decide to abandon Kaisi. Trapped in the darkness, Kaisi realizes he has been betrayed again. But the movie has one final brilliant twist. While in the jail cell, Kaisi notices an old man covered in bandages. This man had smuggled diamonds onto the ship, hiding them inside his wounds. Kaisi manages to get these diamonds. Just as the ship is about to dock and Kaisi is about to be taken for experiments, he uses the diamonds to buy his own freedom. He bursts out of the jail, shocking his traitorous friends. He doesn't need their help anymore. He walks away a free man, having survived the animal world, proving that while everyone else acted like beasts, he kept his humanity. This story is from the movie named Animal World.